All right, now it is time for my favorite segment we have on this show. This week in Shohei Ohtani news, we have a lot to cover this week. He hit his 100th career MLB home run already. He is so back into MVP form. Speaking of MVP, I was there the other night when he got his MVP award from last year. So we'll talk about that night, as well as the Sports Illustrated article that came out that talks about him being a goofball in the locker room. So we'll talk about that in a little while. Let's start with his 100th career MLB home runs. Already, he is the third Japanese-born player in history with 100 career homers. Ichiro Suzuki, Hideki Matsui, and Shohei Ohtani. Shohei did it faster than all of them by a good bit. Ichiro did it in over 1,800 games. Hideki Matsui did it in close to 700 games, and Shohei did it in about 460-ish games. Remarkable. Ohtani is just the third native of Japan to collect 100 home runs in a career, joining Matsui, who finished with 175. Ichiro Suzuki 117. And at 444 career games, he reached the mark faster than any other Japanese player in Major League Baseball history. It feels like he just started recently. I mean, his career is so young. To already be at 100 home runs is truly, truly incredible. So a great feat as we record this on Sundays, and Shohei hit another home run today, so he is at 101 career home runs, and he's off and running. Who knows how many he's going to hit? It is truly remarkable, which leads me to my next point. Shohei is back in MVP form. I mean, when I say that, he's back to the form that he was in last year, if not better. Offensively, over the course of the past week, he's hit .333, 4 homers on the week, 12 RBIs. He's stealing bases too. And then on the mound, he's been lights out. You know, Shohei had a start the other day where he threw 6 innings, gave up 1 run, struck out 5 guys. And people are to the point where when Shohei just does that, when he just has a really good start, people will say, I mean, it wasn't that great. Stop. Well, let's think about this. That start you will take 10 times out of 10 from your best pitcher on your team. It's remarkable what he's doing. He has set the bar so high that when he goes out and doesn't throw a no-hitter or flirt with a no-hitter or a perfect game, we're saying, was his start really that good? Yes. Yes, it is. So he is so back. Offensively, what I have seen from him is a total shift from where he started to start the year, or from where he was to start the year. We've seen a good ability from him in every facet of the game this year to be able to adjust. We saw it on the mound. He's able to adjust and pitch much better when he might not have his A-game stuff. And now we've seen it at the plate. He, admittedly, wasn't hitting as best as he knows he can to start the year. There were a lot of balls where he would roll over to the second baseman, and he'd have a couple of bats in a game where he'd hit those rollover, bouncing ground balls to the second baseman. Now what we're seeing is the complete opposite of that, and we're seeing him start to take off. He's now taking that same pitch, and instead of rolling it over to the second baseman, he's staying inside that ball and hitting rockets to the left center gap, and most of them are getting out. His last few home runs, 4 of his last 5, it seemed, have been line drive home runs to left center field. That's when you know Shohei Ohtani is locked in. He said last Sunday, I feel like I'm close. I feel like at the plate, I'm close. Well, he followed that up the very next day by hitting 2 home runs, his first ever grand slam that he has ever hit, by the way, professionally, both in Japan and in the United States. He had never hit a grand slam, and he did that last week as well. That was awesome to see. He is so back. He is so back at the plate, and he is killing it. on the mound. And that's what resulted last year in his unanimous MVP award. Now, speaking of that award, I got to go the other night to Anaheim to the game that he accepted that award. I was down on the field. I don't even know if I was supposed to be down on the field. I just made my way down there. Nobody stopped me. Shohei comes out to get his award, and I'm standing right there taking pictures of it. I'm just kidding. I was supposed to be down there. But I was right next to him when he got the award. And I thought that he was going to be getting his one unanimous MVP award. Wrong. Shohei got what seemed like a lifetime's worth of awards the other night when I was there in Anaheim. The table of awards that he won was truly remarkable. Yes, the MVP award was there. But I couldn't have expected all the other awards he got. If you're watching this, you can see the table with all the awards. It is truly a mantle full from one season's worth of awards. Now, I have it all written down on a note card. There are so many awards that I literally had to write them down on a note card so we could go over all of them. So this is those awards and what they were. The AL MVP award. The Commissioner's Historical Achievement Award, which I was also there when he accepted that in Houston during the World Series. The Commissioner does not give that award out every single year. He has only given it out once in Manfred's time being in the Commissioner's office. Shohei Ohtani got that award. The Edgar Martinez Award. The Silver Slugger Award. All MLB first team and second team awards. An All-Star at the DH position and starting pitcher. AP Male Athlete of the Year. An ESPY Award. The Nick Adenhart Award. And the Baseball America Player of the Year Award. Are you kidding me? It's remarkable. There are so many awards. I walked down there and I was mind blown. Those are all the things he got from last year. Now we're on to this year. And he has carried that exact same form over into this year. And now he's taken off. He is off and running. He does things every day that are truly remarkable. But the difference is this year, the Angels are winning baseball games, and Shohei is having more fun on the field, in the locker room, because of those winning games they're having, because of that culture, because of that atmosphere. Shohei is having fun. You can see it. I'm definitely having the most fun right now, Shohei, this year. Sports Illustrated actually wrote an article about him and the fun that he's having this year on the field, in the clubhouse, because we can certainly see it. It's not like you can see within every game how much fun he's having. But they do this article on him, they title it Goofball, and it's all about Shohei Ohtani and the fun that he's having in that locker room. I remember Tyler Wade came over from the Yankees to the Angels. This is his first year there. And he said as much. He said, I wasn't expecting his personality to be as it is. At first, I was very taken aback. I thought he would be more reserved. But now you get to see his funny side. There truly is a funny side, and you see it. I read all of this article, and a few of the things that stuck out to me are, one, whenever teammate Patrick Sandoval is out there watching him throw his bullpen, Shohei will be throwing his bullpen, he'll finish up, and he'll want to throw the ball to Sandoval, but every time he'll wait until Sandoval isn't looking, and then he'll toss him the ball. He'll miss it, and then Shohei will just break out into laughter because he dropped the ball, because he wasn't looking. And then in the locker room, he'll go over to Sandoval's locker, and he'll just stand there at his locker until he notices them, and then he'll find him, and he'll scare him, and then Sandoval, this was quoted in the article, will say, "Are you serious?" And Shohei will respond back, "Are you serious?" and make fun of him. He's a little kid. He's a goofball in the locker room, exactly like that article is titled, Goofball. It's fun. It's fun to watch him this year. You can see how much fun he is having playing the game. I'm glad that article was written about him. And even in it, it talks about how Tyler Wade, from the Yankees to the Angels, who we mentioned earlier, is now known in Japan as Ikemen, which means hot boy. That's what he calls Tyler Wade in the locker room. Absolutely incredible. You love to see it. You love how good he is on the field. And I know we talk about him all the time on this show. I talk about him all the time, but it's rightfully so. He's the unanimous MVP. He's bringing eyes to baseball that have never seen it before. He is changing the game for the better, and he is having so much fun this year while doing it. That's why we have it. That's why we have the set the way we do. That's why I have this incredible shirt that, in my opinion, could have even more of his faces on it. I wish it did. But that does it for this week's Shohei Ohtani news segment. Tune back next week. There's going to be more. He's going to be breaking records. He's going to be having fun doing it. And I can't wait to tell you all about it. But that does it for this week's segment of This Week in Shohei Ohtani News. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.